Have you ever looked at someone and thought that they're not necessarily the most conventionally attractive person in the room, but somehow you still just can't stop staring at them? Or you feel like that no matter what you do, the makeup, the hair, the skincare, you just still don't feel pretty enough? Well, if that sounds like you, then hi. I'm Just Raina, and on this channel, I help people become the best versions of themselves while telling everyone how I am doing that myself. Let's get to the video. First things first, I'm just gonna say something, and I need you to hear me because I am a poet. We throw lines around like beauty comes from within, and that is not poetry. That is not a metaphor. That is literal. Literally, beauty comes from within. You are what you eat. You are what you hear. You are what you surround yourself with, and you are what you constantly say to yourself. The first thing that I want you to do is start taking care of your diet. I know that some people think that dieting is like something that is used to get fitter, but that is not the only thing, okay? When you eat those processed foods, when you consume that much sugar and just carbs and like all of this energy inside you that you're not even using, it's genuinely not gonna make you look pretty. I am not lying when I tell you I've not had a cola in 2 years. I cut that out of my life like 2 years ago, and this doesn't mean that I've cut sugar out, okay? I'm just telling you that 2 years ago I decided that I didn't want to live the way I had been living anymore, and I decided to start going running. I started exercising. I had been exercising, I'll tell you this, I had been exercising ever since COVID started, because during COVID I did not go outside, so I gained so much weight. And the girl that you're seeing like right now, that's not the girl that used to exist a few years ago. I used to go up there, have instant noodles every single week. Like that was like the staple, this processed foods that I had been consuming. And I was a kid. I was supposed to have chocolate. I was supposed to have ice cream. I used to go out for waffles every single week because I was so okay, not during COVID, but like after it ended, even still. But during COVID, I started exercising. I would do those Chloe Ting app routines that people do. And Lily Sabri, shout out girl, she has helped me so much, like her routines. But I was exercising, but I was still eating the wrong things, and I was still not getting fitter. And when you don't look fit, you don't feel fit. The confidence that comes from seeing yourself look a particular way is so magnetic and so attractive. But now I want you to think something. Even if you are naturally good looking, you just try to imagine a really skinny girl and then this one girl that's like fit and has this built physique with muscle and lean toned physique. Who would you find more attractive? The second girl. Obviously, I'm not hating on anyone, okay? And some people have a lot of problems. They have some eating disorders and illnesses. But if you're healthy and you're doing nothing about it, because see, skinny people eat a lot of junk food too. I have so many skinny friends and they eat more junk than me. I'm just saying that people who don't take care of their bodies, it doesn't matter if they're fat, it doesn't matter if they're skinny, they just won't look good. Now I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and just, if you don't like what you see, you better change it. I'm saying it again, if you don't like what you see, you better go out there and change it. Even if the change takes like 5 years to come. When you know that the change is coming, the confidence starts to build up. I've still not reached the goal that I want to reach with the way that I look, okay? And I still know that I'm getting there. I know that I'm going to the gym every single day. I came back from having lunch with my friends today. I went out there, I had lunch. I came back at like 5:50 p.m. You know what I did? I go to gym every single day at like around 6:30. So I came back in my room. I was sleepy. I wanted to just lie down, but I put on my gym clothes and I went there, I walked there. Even though I didn't feel like going there, I went there, I did my cardio, and I came back earlier. I came back in like 1 hour. But that just shows, that tells me that I am putting in the effort. And when I am taking care of myself, I know that I'm gonna change, and that change is just changing me internally. What these things do is it creates this domino effect that keeps adding up, this reverse domino effect, like dominoes fall, right? Now this is a reverse effect. It keeps building up and building up and building up with each action that I take. And when you truly start to believe that the change is happening, it happens much faster. That belief does not come by sitting in your bed, rotting in there, watching TV all day, and then just eating these bags of potato chips, and then hoping that if you just believe and you visualize that it's gonna come. No, visualization does not work like that. You need to visualize, like you need to close your eyes and freaking imagine that you're going to the gym, that you're putting in the work, and then you're changing. Because a lot of you, what you just want is like the end stage, and you just forget about the process. But this is a real world that we're living in. Change does not take place without catalysts. It's science. A chemical change does not take place without catalysts. So how do you think you are going to change? Another thing that I've noticed that I do before going out somewhere, anywhere, I make it a point, and this is not something I do to like look good or feel better. It's just something that I enjoy doing. Like I make it an event that I'm getting ready. I'm in the shower, music's blasting on, I'm listening to some Sabrina Carpenter or some Justin Timberlake, and I'm just like dancing and singing and enjoying the process. What it ultimately is doing is making sure that my frequency goes higher. When you're vibrating on a higher frequency, you attract more. It is so freaking magnetic. My mom, like today when she was driving us to lunch, and she was just like not complaining, she was just talking, she was just taunting me that, this girl, she just keeps her door locked, she's blasting music, she takes so long to get ready. I was like, yeah, it's so much fun just getting ready. I'm already in a good mood, and I'm gonna have an even better time when I go there, because I already spent time with myself, and I already made fun with myself. So if I can have fun with myself, then I can have fun anywhere. Start romanticizing the little things. Whenever I'm stepping out of the house, I make sure that I look and feel good, even if there's no one that I want to impress. Like, I'm not doing it for anyone, okay? I'm just doing it for myself. And that freaking changes. It tells you that you're not putting on beauty for a show, that you naturally exist that way. The next most important point, it's like so important, stop comparing yourself. Because of social media nowadays, we see so many people on social media from different countries, different ethnicities, and you consume all that content. You see that someone's blonde, someone's brunette, someone's got a bob, and someone's got a particular skin tone, a particular body type, and you consume all that, and your subconscious is ultimately comparing, because that is what humans do. That is a human tendency. So you compare in your head and you think that I don't look like them. So your brain is wired with familiarity. What feels familiar is what feels safe and what it is attracted to, right? When you consume so much content with people that are not looking the way that you look, you start to compare yourself with them, and then you go into fight or flight mode, because not everyone out there looks just like you, okay? So what ultimately happens is that blooms insecurity within you. But that is like the worst thing that you can do for yourself. I'm not saying stop going on social media, stop looking at films, and stop seeing actresses and idolizing them. I'm not saying that, because you're probably a teenager. I do that too. Like, somehow I feel like I am the prettiest person in the world in my head. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, someone who looks so pretty will just walk in front of me, and they won't look like me, and I will appreciate them. I'll look for a second and be like, wow, that girl is so beautiful, or that guy is so handsome. But you know what? I will never, ever think that, oh, I could never be as pretty as them, because if I don't look like them, then I look pretty in a different way. Imagine Sabrina Carpenter and Olivia Rodrigo. Both don't look alike. They're both different vibes. There are so many people in the industry out there that look so different, yet they're all so pretty, and we all find them so attractive. Why is that? Because There is not one definition of beauty. It's not objective. When you do that with yourself, you just need to tell yourself that they look different. But that doesn't automatically make them better. You have to truly believe that you're pretty, because what you believe is what actually others start to believe around you. Beauty is art. You're literally God's creation. How dare you criticize him? How dare you? It's divergent, and that is what makes you beautiful. Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed. You don't know you're beautiful. I know you're beautiful. Ever since I started making all these changes, a few days ago, I think it was 1 month ago, I was on a call with my best friend. Okay, shout out to my best friend, I love her so much. She was like, Raina, recently I've just noticed you've gotten so much prettier, and I thought you had this real glow up thing. And you start to notice it before others do. So if you start to feel better, if you start to feel good when you look in the mirror and you dance when you see yourself, then you just know that people are gonna notice it in just a short while. Every single trough that I've been to, it's only helped me get higher. Some of the people that I know that have always been in good shape, I would say that I'm in better shape than them, because they don't know what it feels like to be at the other side of the story where you hate yourself for some time. And if you're someone that does not like particular things, that is actually a blessing. Recognize that is a blessing, that you have this desire to get better. People who already think they're at the top of the world do not have that desire. If you're someone who ever says things even jokingly, if you say that, oh my god, I'm so ugly, or oh my god, I hate this, I hate my hair, or I hate my acne or something, then I'm begging you to stop doing that. Please do not do that to yourself, because you have no idea what that leads to. Say stuff like that. Maybe you brush it off as a joke, but your subconscious mind is so dumb, it does not know the difference between what is true and what is fake. Let's say you keep making jokes like that and it gets absorbed, and your subconscious is what forms reality. So in your reality, whenever you look at yourself, you're always going to see the things that you hate if you keep talking about that. But the good thing is that you can actually change this. This is a sword. It's coming here, killing you, right? But if you change what you say, you can do this. And then the swords, wait, okay, that did not make sense, but you get me. Just see and notice what you like, and just dwell on that. Find the happy things and find a way to emphasize them and create abundance within yourself, so that abundance eventually reflects back in other areas. Just don't ever say negative things about yourself. Not just about the way you look, but about the way that you act either. Don't ever say that I can't do this, because your brain is listening to you. So if you tell it that you can do this, you won't be able to do it. But if you tell it you can do it, and you keep telling it, and you keep telling it, then even if you can do it, you will be able to. Look who I brought. Pippo is back. Hello. People say elephants aren't pretty. He's the prettiest thing that I own. I find beauty in him every single day. When you just look at others and you admire the beauty that they have, you start to admire yourself eventually. But don't do it in a way that places them on a pedestal. Just admire others and strive to get to their level, and take inspiration from jealousy. Jealousy is an emotion that just tells you what you want. Take it in a positive sense. Jealousy is desire. Whatever you're jealous of means that you want. And you will never ever want things that you can't have. Hi guys, this is editor Just Raina here at your service. Somehow, maybe I recorded the video too long. The outro got deleted. I think it just didn't record and I can't find it. So yeah, if you're into poetry, please go check out my poetry book, Beneath Still Skies. It's available on Amazon. I love you guys so much. Stay safe, stay happy, stay unbothered, and I will see you guys in the next video.